Morning. Back in the UK. Last week I didn't do a lot of filming. So I did a bit of filming in the beginning, posted one episode, but I took some time last week to reflect on living in Spain, living in the UK, can business be run from abroad and what have you? And the answer is yes. So I think the long-term goal is to run the business from abroad, because looking at everything that the UK's got to offer, from a leader and a CEO point of view, it's just not enough to keep you here anymore, is it? So we're looking at, that's what we're going to be doing, and setting up in Europe and everything else. Already do business in those places anyway, Saudi and Dubai and stuff, but yeah, so I took some time off recording last week and content, and I'm working on guests and stuff, but I just needed to look at what it was that I wanted for the businesses and for me. And there's a couple of life reflections that I took as well for myself. Like, I don't drink massively, but when I do drink I feel absolutely dreadful, so I don't understand why I do it. Like, is my answer. I don't know why I do it. So I'm going teetotal for a few weeks, maybe 30 days, maybe 60 days, who knows, because as much as I enjoy going out and having a few beers, it makes me all puffy. If you can see this, like all puffy and everything. I didn't drink that much while I was away, but it makes me puffy, so I need to really reflect on my health now at my age. I'm not old, obviously, I'm only 40, but I need to reflect on my health, the food I eat, the exercise I do, and part of that is the climate you live in. Like, I don't like the UK anymore, and it sounds really harsh, but there's nothing here for businesses. I fear for my kids growing up, because the UK has absolutely nothing to offer, to actual people born here. So the plan is to completely cut it off, and run the businesses, know a better lifestyle from further afield. So it's a tough decision to make, because as a leader now I got to go, right, can I give the businesses my all if I don't want to be in the country? Now, we work all over, so it doesn't really matter, but I don't want to cut my working hours down, because I love what I do, but I do want to try and spend a bit more time on myself. I want to spend a bit more time with family, and try not to overkill what we're doing, because I it's hard sometimes as a leader, because you get so consumed by the business. Even if you've got loads of good people, you still get consumed by it, and you just want to move forward. So just really quickly, while I got everybody, I just want to do the school run now, but really quickly, have you ever had one opinion on somebody and then changed it? Now, I have an opinion on a employee of mine for a long time, and then today I sat down and had a really detailed conversation about AI and stuff, and really changed my opinion a little bit now, and thinking maybe this guy's just in the wrong role. Why do I not know all this stuff about him, and he understands all this stuff, and he can do all this stuff, and he can build, because we pay AI specialists and we pay experts and everything to do all this stuff. We outsource a lot of it, and I'm thinking, I've got a guy here that's telling me he can do it in-house. Why am I not using this guy? So I'm going to change my way of thinking, and I'm going to have to try and find a better way to run things, I think, because I've dropped a ball here. As a leader, I've dropped a ball here, and I paid money out when I probably didn't have to. Slap on the wrist for me, I think. Morning. I'm out for a dog walk again this morning. So up and ready already for the day. Now, I wanted to jump on quickly and talk to you about morning routine. Now, is the morning routine as important as people say? Now, I'm a big believer in starting your day early, even though I struggle with it sometimes. So yeah, start your day early. Start your day at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whatever, 6 o'clock, whatever early is for you. Get out, a bit of exercise, a bit of meditation, so my good day, if I'm on a good day, I'm up about between 4 and 4:30. I then I'll get up, I'll journal, I'll meditate, and hopefully then I'll take the dog for a walk, and then I get to the gym. Now, the gym I struggle with at the moment So if it's a confidence issue or an anxiety issue, I don't really deal with that. I don't really do anxiety. Like I don't allow it to come into my head. So I'm not gonna say it's that. It's maybe a confidence issue. It's also a timing issue as well. So sometimes I'm not getting up as early as I should. But I am paying for the gym, because I thought if I pay for the gym, I get to the gym. So I'm not training as much as I want. I've been training for a couple of weeks. Well, probably a month or so now, which is not like me, and I need to, because it does clear my head, get me in the mood when I do train. But what's your thoughts on a morning routine? You overrated? Do you need it? Does it differ per person? Now, the way I look at it, I read a book called The Miracle Morning, and that's all about getting your hours back. So you get up early, and if you get up at 4 or 5 o'clock, you get 4 or 3 or more hours than you would normally go, because most days start, let's call it 7, 8 o'clock. So if I get up at 4 o'clock and the day starts at 8, but I get some guilt as well with it. So I don't want my kids to always think I'm working. So sometimes, especially my youngest daughter, likes to get out of her bed, come into my bed for a cwtch. For those of you who know Welsh, cwtch is cuddle. So she likes to come and do that. And if I'm not there, she gets upset. It's probably the wrong word. She's disappointed, because she's disappointed I'm not there, which then makes me feel bad. Same as going to the gym. If I go to the gym now, say between 7 and 8, or 6:30, 7:30, and I come back to take her to school, we leave for school for 8 o'clock if she goes. If I do that, then again I'm coming back and taking her straight to school, and she doesn't seem to like that very much. So I feel guilty then for doing it. So yeah, it's the dad guilt on top of walking into a gym again, because it's been a while, and I don't know, I'm alright when I'm in there, and I like steaming. So yeah, what's your thoughts on a morning routine? Key to success or not? Let me know. Let's have a conversation about it. So just went to a meeting with a client. They were absolutely fuming over email, talking about cancelling their contract and service is poor. We only been with this client 3 weeks. Not what we promised. So I just replied. Let's not get into an argument over email. When are you free? I'll come and see you. That was yesterday. I went to see them this morning. Met the guy in person with the area supervisor. Shook his hand. Had a conversation. Walk around the site. Then he realised about 5 minutes. No, don't get me wrong. There were some things that we've missed and we need to get better. So I'm not saying we were completely right, because we wasn't. There's some things that we 100% need to work on better. But I walked into the site and picked up a few issues. Yeah, the glass is not done. That's not done. And then we get into one of the rooms, and he's like, this hasn't been done. I said, yeah, we did tell you this. We couldn't turn the lights on because the door was locked, and we haven't got a key for that door. Door's never locked. Goes to go in the door, it's locked. Okay, so we couldn't do that one, but we did tell you. And my supervisor went, yeah, I did message you. Then he's like, these are not done. These should be done all the time. We sweep out, you mop up. Walked in, absolute filthy. I was like, that has been swept out, is it? And he's like, no. I said, that's meant to be swept up for your boys, isn't it? He was like, yeah. So okay, so if our guys, and we'll clean them, we're cleaners, that's what we do. Just to clean that though, that would take our guys the whole lot amount for the entire building. Do you understand that? He's like, yeah. It's like, okay. I said, but there is some issues here. I'll pick it up. Look, I get it. You're not happy with some certain things, but you haven't raised any of this before we started. Since we started, none of it. Some of this could be picked up easy. So I said to him, look, we're going to come in, we're going to do a deep clean, we're going to fix it, we're going to make it packer, and all that sort of stuff. I said, but we'll fix it. We'll fix any issues. But you've got to talk to us, and we've got to work with us as well. And he was like, yeah, I'm really sorry. The emails are unprofessional. I was just getting a lot. It's fine. I understand it, but I will not get. And this is why I don't get into an argumentative war with clients over email. Speak to me, or let me come and see you. I'm gonna do it there. There we go. Before I jump out, I've got a meeting coming up, but I just wanted to give you a bit of an update on Confessions of a Leader. So I spoke to the team yesterday and this morning in London, and we've decided to move them to weekly episodes rather than daily, and this is to give you guys better content and better understanding. So it'll be more like a 20-30 minute video rather than 7 or 8 minutes. So if that's not what you guys want, just let us know and we'll look at maybe the other option. But that's the plan for now for Confessions Leader, and obviously going forward having guests. Now I know we've been saying this since like December. We are literally waiting for the podcast studio to be finished, the guests are confirmed, and we'll have and it won't be just, I'm not looking at celebrity guests. There'll be some, but it'll be mainly like proper entrepreneurs, proper business owners, proper leaders that will get in it. So that's an update for you. You can take that to the bank. So as of Sunday, so it'll launch on a Sunday, Confessions of a Leader will be a weekly event. But if you want daily updates, go over to the TikTok and YouTube page, because there'll be some shorts on there that you can guys think. Thank you for following. Thank you for helping. Thank you for supporting. See you all soon. Gotta go. Jumping in the meeting. So currently sat in a very nice place waiting for a client meeting, and you know when people say that you can't buy happiness, I disagree. I'm in this place, they treat me like a king as soon as I walk through the door. They've sat me down, my coffee's ready, there's like little tweaks. I asked for water, to be bottled, didn't even say bottled, they just bring bottled water. I think you get what you pay for, and if you're going to entertain a client, you're going to take clients out, you need to take them somewhere special where you can really wows them, because if they think that you're cheap when you take them out, then they're definitely going to think you're cheap when it comes to your product. So think about that when you're seeing clients. How do you look? How do you interact? I'm probably actually a bit longer beard and hair than I normally would, so that's a bit downfall, but you know, I've got a nice suit on, nice jacket and trousers, and I make sure that we 100% get the chance. So this person knows I'm serious. I'm not somebody who just walked in on the street trying to pitch my product. I am very serious about the product that I have, and I think that is massively important when you are doing anything when it comes to a client meal. So treat them, or just turn up looking like you know what you're doing as a business owner. Bit of a quick update from today then. So busy week. Walk at this one. Part of the video now, I should put a lead as well. Busy day, a lot going on. Started this morning, had a networking event called the Sporting Club. Great. What I thought BNI was impressive. This is a different level. This room, like, you know, millionaires, you know, talking, discussing strategy, business in the room. Absolutely brilliant. Loved it. So that's going to be a regular thing for me. Hopefully, you know, then I met with an agent about some speaking gigs. So yeah, speaking was good. He wants me to do some speaking overseas, do some speaking in the UK, talking businesses. So yeah, really good. And then obviously just some client meetings there, some client calls, trying to deal with iron out some issues. We have a bit of a thing going on with construction at the moment. You know the facilities company do a lot with construction companies, but we have one client that's just been a bit awkward and tricky, and I won't take that crap. I'd rather walk away from it. So I don't deal with clients that push boundaries and push things. You walk away from them, and if you don't walk away from them, they continue to take the piss. So leadership tip for you: if you have clients that think it's okay to talk to you like dirt, disrespect your staff, or push your time and don't respect your time, and the stuff that you do for them and the contracts in place, they're not worth having, get rid of them, replace them. That's the best way to do it. So really busy day, and then tomorrow's Thursday, so BNI tomorrow. So my day starts at 4:30. Got to go meet a client at 5:30. And then I got some admin to do, working on for my mastermind. Then I'm meeting with a coaching client I'm meeting with the CEO of the facilities company, my business partner, at 8 o'clock. And then at 8:30, I'm meeting with a client till 9:15. Then BNI 9:30 till 11:15. And then 12 till 3. I'm with a client I've had now for about 9 months. printing client, go local, magazine and print with them for a while, go through their March strategy, see where we are with their deadlines, then straight to Cardiff to go and see another new client from through a mastermind. That's from about 3:30 till 6. Then I'm actually staying in Cardiff tomorrow night because I want to watch the new Elvis Presley concert. And the only place showing it before it disappears is at Corbett Estate. So I've decided to stay in Cardiff, go for some food in Gacho, stay in Cardiff, watch that, and then I've got another early start in Cardiff on Friday anyway. So yeah, great week back from Spain. I'm really busy, so absolutely loving it. When it comes on and talk about toxicity and cutting people off, now and how people can negatively affect you. So as you know, guys, I talk about cutting people off and surround yourself with positivity, surround yourself with love, and surround yourself with the people that are going to make you grow. If they don't make you grow, they have to go. If they don't make you grow, they have to go. Because, if you don't do that, then they're going to drag you down, and you'll always get sucked into that old life. Now, today, I was on a great day, great morning, start my morning at 4:30, 5 o'clock. I was buzzing, and then I had, out of the blue, a message come up from somebody that I haven't spoken to for 6 months, 7 months. Decided to cut them off because it just wasn't good. You know, we had a couple of issues toxicity-wise. We disagree on what happened. You know, they have their version, I have my version. Difference is I was sober in my version, so I'm witnesses, but I'm not going to argue, not going to spill milk over it. Yeah, but do you know what? Cut the messages back and forth, and it just drained my day, and it just drained me, and I'm like, why did I engage in it? Because they've reached out a couple of times before, and I haven't really engaged in it because it's just not worth it. So I haven't engaged. I've just left the messages read, or what have you, or unread. Engaged in it today, thinking, oh, maybe things have changed. Turns out it hasn't. It's just as toxic, just as aggressive, and I just don't want that in my life. And you know, when they didn't get the answer they wanted, or didn't get the response they wanted, then they get massively abusive, start effing and blinding, calling names, and they make me realise why I don't want that in my life. So yeah, the whole point of me saying this is, if someone is toxic in your life, whether it's a friend, business partner, employee, employer, family member, you still get to choose whether they're in your life or not. It's up to you. It doesn't matter where they come from, whether they're family, friend, or whether, you get to choose whether you want that in your life. And if you're going to surround yourself with toxicity and allow people to keep coming in and bleeding you with your energy and bleeding you with your positivity, then you also then know that you're also always going to be negative, and your life's not going to change. I'm in a great place in my life. Businesses are doing really well. A great place family-wise. A great place between you and Spain. I'm in a great place, and I'm not going to allow anybody ruin that anymore. For far too long, I've allowed people in my life to take the piss and then say sorry and then come back, and that's multiple people I've allowed to do that. I'm not doing that anymore. I'll cut you off as good as look at you, because me and my family, that's all that matters. And when people decide to take advantage of that, or think they can do whatever they want to do and then just forgotten about, you in your life have got to make the change, and you've got to make that different. You've got to make people realise that your peace and your lifestyle is all that matters. Fuck everybody else. And that's really harsh to say, but fuck them. You do what's best for you, because people will just use, abuse and drain you, and you'll never go anywhere. And I'm going places like, I've got a great life between the UK and Spain. I've got great things going on, got a great family, got a great business. I don't need toxicity in my life, and I don't find it's not a loss to me. I don't see it as a loss. So what I'm going to say to you is, look, you do you, look after you, and fuck everybody else. So it's just gone 6 o'clock. I'll be out the house since 4:30, but I wanted to jump on before I jump into some meetings and just talk about the amount of I had some hate for that.
Do you know what? I had some hate for that video I posted yesterday about toxic people and cutting people from your life, and some of it was from the people that must have thought it was about them. And look, if you think it's about you, it's about you, innit? Do you mean? But at the end of the day, I've got my own piece to look after, and I got my kids and my family to think about. So if you're going to bring toxicity to my life, I'm not going to keep it, but I'll take the hate all you want. My views shot up, so take the hate all the time. But yeah, just want to jump on and say, look, I didn't mention anybody by name, but I've cut a lot of people out lately. I've cut friends, I've cut family out because I'm, like I said in the video yesterday, I'm in a great place in my life where I'm happy. I've left networking groups, I've left clients go, I've let family members go, because I don't need that that horrible feeling of dreading to see somebody or dreading to go somewhere, or something comes up on your phone and you don't want to answer it, because life's too short. Life's where, and since I've hit the age I am now, like I'm just turned 40, I just can't be asked for it. I just can't be asked for it. And I want to enjoy my life. I have the best job in the world running the companies I'm running, and I absolutely love what I do. I make decent money. I love what I do, and I don't want to be dragged down, and I don't want to be around people that's got no. I want to go around people that brings me here. I don't want to be around people that brings me down here, because when you're down here, you overthink. I've made some massive decisions right now. Like I've given up alcohol. I'm eating right. I'm training. I'm being around positive people. The life in Spain, everything is in a great place for me and the family. So anybody that wants to take that away, I got no time for. Like, give me the scissors and they're gone. And I don't care how close I once were to them. I'm in a position now where I've literally gone, all that matters is me and the family, because I spent far too long holding on to things and not even there anymore, and holding on to people that really don't care unless they want something from you. So yeah, thank you for the people that were all on it and all confident and thought it was great and agreed, but also thank you for the people that gave me loads of hate about it, because do you know what, it shows I hit a nerve, doesn't it? It shows I hit a nerve. So have a great day.
Question of the day for you then: parent guilt, or dad guilt in my case. Parent guilt, mum guilt, dad guilt, whatever you call it. Anybody else suffer with it? Because fuck me, it gets me hard sometimes, because we're trying to, as you guys know, I run a couple of businesses, involved in a few businesses actually. So I work quite a lot of hours to provide my kids and my family with the lifestyle that they deserve and I want to give them. So, but then I get guilty then sometimes of, have I spent enough time with them? Even coming on a walk now with a dog, which is normally my free time to really like sort my head out, clear my head. I was like wanting them to come with me, so do you want to feel like I've just dropped them back afterwards and not spend enough time with them. But it's walking a dog, for crying out loud, it's like 45 minutes. But even then I'm like, have I spent enough time with them? If I spend enough time with this one, if the baby, I call her the baby, she's 5, she's seen me enough. I've spent enough time with my 13-year-old, is my 16-year-old seen me enough? Or my 19-year-old, I don't spend much time with him. Do you mean? So, do you guys get it? Like, sometimes I need to leave early for work or something, or I've got to work a bit later, and if they're there, I'm like, oh, I need to be home. Do you mean? And I don't know if that's because, obviously, I'm not with their mothers. I don't know if it's because a long time ago it was all work for me and I didn't spend anywhere near enough time with anybody. But yeah, parent guilt, man, it's a killer, innit? And that's why another reason I sort of like cut people out of my lives, because I'm spending time with people that were nagging me out when I could have been spending time with like them, because time's precious. They're only young for a little bit of time, aren't they? So they're only young for a little bit, and then they go off and fly the nest. But yeah, that guilt of spending enough time with them. Have I bought them enough for Christmas? Have I bought them enough for their birthdays? Or are they up to speed like their friends are? Do anybody else have that? And I try, don't get me wrong, I talk myself out of it, as a leader, try to talk myself out of it. But what about you guys? What do you think? Let me know. Morning. I'm at football. It's Saturday. It's beautiful in Wales today, so I actually don't mind being here. But I just made a decision yesterday and put it out there to everybody, and that is we've decided to disband the girl group, Sixth Sense, which is quite a difficult thing considering they've only just started, but they can't commit enough to be able to make it worthwhile. We got a gig in a couple of weeks that's not even nearly ready, and the girls just got so much going on in their personal lives they can't commit. So as a business, we've decided to disband the group and work, if they want to, work with them sole individually. So very disappointed that this has happened, but hey, it's the way of the world, the industry in it, so it is what it is. Mother's Day tomorrow, so make sure you celebrate that. Even as a leader, you need to take time for the people and the mothers and the women in your life. That's important. But yeah, Sixth Sense is no more. Got it.